Welcome back, everybody. We are getting so close to Halloween, and so we are trying to get our houses ready.
Yes, and we are redecorating with Ruxana Usman this morning, and you have a lot of Halloween tips for us. We're looking very spooky this morning. We're going to start with these glass enclosures, which you always decorate with, and because they're good for every season.
They're elegant. You can recycle them, reuse them. This is a really inexpensive way to decorate for Halloween. Those are little skulls, some spooky spiders, and this is actually Spanish moss. I use this a lot in floral design, but at this time of year it looks especially creepy.
It sure does.
And then I just have a timer candle because, of course, we can't have a real flame in there, especially with no oxygen. So, so that's just a great inexpensive way to decorate a little corner.
And then different seasons, you pull different things in it?
Absolutely.
She's great with that. These candles are also pretty creepy.
Well, I melted a old red crayon, and my husband came home and said, "Those are gross." And I said, "That's the point."
and you can use them in any candle fixture that you really have.
Absolutely. I would just watch that when they're burning, because although crayon is just colored wax, you just want to make sure that it doesn't become too flammable.
Okay. Yeah, or ruin a tablecloth.
That's right.
And these plates are really fun too, because you just used a dry erase marker.
That's all I did. There's a little dry erase marker and freehand. That's what you get when you have a lot of coffee. I wrote something out. You could certainly write boo or something. And this is also a wonderful way to utilize something that you use every day and then just make it seasonal for a brief period of time, and that cuts down on the clutter in the house.
And so you're saying with the dry erase, you can just wipe that right off after?
That's right. I would advise you not to use anything that's antique, just because there's a lot of crazing, which means cracks in the china, and this does seep into the cracks. But something new is no problem.
And my favorite word, cloche. Always a cloche.
This past weekend, my husband and I went to Baltimore, and we went to Edgar Allan Poe's house. So in his honor, we have a little raven.
The black raven, yes. And the same with the Spanish moss.
Absolutely. It's inexpensive, something that I have anyway, and you can just throw it out at the end of the season.
I love it.
And we move down to our pumpkins at different heights.
That's right. These are just pillar candles that I have that I usually utilize every day in the house, and I kept the pumpkins plain because they can be used from early September to the end of November without me having real Halloween items that I have to store or throw away at the end of the season.
So more decorating for the harvest season.
That's right.
Okay.
And you were saying that's the best. That way you can buy it early and it can stay through multi-holidays.
Yes, and you don't have to worry about storing it for the following season. It's something that lasts 3 months as opposed to 1 month.
Excellent. Well, Ruxana, we always appreciate you coming with all these fabulous. Everyone's house is going to be looking so spooky, and we look forward to your next visit. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Headlines are next.